Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Hi, I'm Andy Smith and welcome to Masters of Business. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to take control of your business in three easy steps. But firstly, what I'm going to do is just talk to you and tell you a little bit of a story. I knew a businessman. He was quite young and he was living at his mum and dad's home. He started his business from a garage downstairs. He was a plumber. He had a plumbing business and he ended up growing this business quite rapidly. Within 5 years, he'd moved out of home. He'd moved into a big warehouse in the middle of the city, and he was running a business with 17 staff. There was 12 tradies, there was 5 office staff, and the business was absolutely flying. Absolutely flying. He had all the newest trucks, he had all the newest gear, he had all the newest equipment, and the business was just growing from strength to strength. Because this guy, it was all about the growth. It was all about the scale of the business. He was totally involved and totally committed to more trucks, more tradies, and taking his business to the next level. And from the outside, it looked like a fabulous business. And everyone was astounded at the growth of this business. But there was one critical thing. The business was absolutely killing him. You know, he was caught up in business where he was working 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, and he had his phone stuck to his head constantly. He had 5 office staff. The office was out of control. The turnover was good. It was a multi-million-dollar business with reasonable profit. But the business was just out of control. The tradies were missing billing off jobs. The tradies were forgetting to do invoicing. We were finding job cards stuffed under the seats of the cars. It was really hard to keep track of everything we were doing. It's not like today with technology. We're still using an old style paper diary and we're using job cards. It was hard, it was tough, and he found himself really struggling in business at times. But from the outside, no one else could even see that. But from the inside, the business was absolutely out of control. Did you know that 20% of all businesses in their first year fail? 50% of all businesses fail within the first 5 years. Why is that? Why is that? It's something within small business, we put so much time and effort into small business. But do we really understand what that next level, how are we going to take it? Have we got the model right? Are we running our business to its premium? Because I know there's a lot of business owners out there that are struggling within business, struggling with the telltale signs of overworking, not sleeping enough, waking up in the middle of the night distressed, maybe outstandings, their outstandings are blown out, their cash flow is poor. There's a lot of things in business that we're up against every single day. And this guy in his business was really struggling with family time. And I think the big thing to remember is when you're in business, it's a commitment, like everything you do in life. And you've got to be giving 100%. Now, I know all business owners have been through some tough times, but the story I just told you about was really a story about me and my journey as a new business owner. I had a vision and I had a plan, and it was just about growing the business. It didn't go to plan, as a lot of things don't. But the one thing that really happened to me was it was out of control. I knew it was out of control. No one else was coming to me thinking that, because they didn't know my figures and what was happening internally apart in the business, apart from my beautiful wife. And I remember her sitting me down and saying, "You've built a fantastic business. You've gone so far in 5 years. But you know what? It's out of control now, and it's just not good enough. I want my husband back." It was tough. She slapped me across the face. No, she didn't. But she pulled me aside and said, "We have a 2-year-old daughter. You leave at 5:30 in the morning. You get home at 8:30 at night, and you haven't really even seen your daughter in the last few years. I think enough is enough." I mean, talk about pull your heart out, throw it on the ground and stamp on it. Like, it was gut-wrenching. But you know what? It was what I needed to hear. It was exactly what I needed to hear. And my wife, as always, was 100% right. Because the thing was, there was a major flaw within my business. Because your business model determines your outcome, and there's no doubt about it, but my business model was not right. And something seriously had to change. And I think that's an interesting thing with most business owners when they first start up. How do they set up their business from the very start? Because we all have a vision. We all have an idea. And some of us may even do some planning. But we don't get the foundations right from the very, very start. So when you take your business to a whole nother level, you just can't keep up. I like to describe this as something similar to building a house. Like we all know these days, if you need to build a house, you need to have a vision, you need to have a plan. You need to get someone to draw the plans up and submit it, obviously, to council. But once the plans are approved, what are the next steps? The next steps are getting a builder and building the right foundations. And that's not building foundations on sand. That's building foundations on concrete. And I think that is one of the biggest challenges that small business have out there, that people just aren't building their foundations right from the start. It's very similar to what I did. The thing is, I did have a plan. But my business changed so much in that time that I never reassessed and went back to my foundations to make sure they were strong. And that's what we need to do. All small businesses need to do in business. Today, we're going to talk about only 3 easy steps to gain control of your business, and that is get back time, leverage money, and leverage people. And we're going to start with time. Leveraging time, because once time is gone, as we know, it is gone. So how can we do this? What are the steps that you should be taking to help yourself to leverage yourself out and get more time? And one of the main things is technology. Now, we know these days that technology is moving at a rapid rate. We can't keep up with it. There's new things on the market every single day. I still remember, can you remember the days when we didn't even have a mobile phone? Who would believe that? I still remember the very first mobile phone I put my eyes on. I think it was around about 20 to 25 years ago, something like that. And I was on a job site and one of the builders came with this massive briefcase. Said, "Hey boys, come over here." He laid it down on a concrete slab. And we said, "What is it? What is it?" He said, "It's a mobile phone." "A mobile what?" He opened it up and it was absolutely massive. So he did like what every good tradie would do, and he made a phone call. Mum, how you going? Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I'm just testing the new phone out. There was around about 30 of us standing around, and we were amazed at how far technology had gone then. But what kind of technology do you need to put within your business? What are the things that are going to help you get those foundations right? How are you going to find this technology? What are the next steps for you to set this up in your business? The things that we found within our business that's really helped us is the first one is a customer relationship management, a CRM system. For those of you that aren't sure, what it really does, it puts all our clients in one spot. It's got all our past jobs we've done for them. It lets us know if they owe us any money. It has all their details. Everything we've ever done is in this CRM system. And the big thing about that is, with a lot of the new technology these days, it's all in the cloud. So you can gain access to this anywhere in the world. Now, some CRMs you could use is maybe Infusionsoft, maybe Office Autopilot or Ontraport, it's called these days. Or maybe there's a CRM system that suits you and your industry. There are a hell of a lot out there. But if you can find that and find a good one, it's really the starting point of getting those foundations right. The second big one is cloud accounting. I mean, how far has technology taken us? I remember the old days when we had the books and the old ledgers and you had to write all the details in a pencil and rub it out with the rubbers. Wow, showing my age. But these days, cloud accounting is the word on every...
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.